A very good evening to one and all, and a very warm welcome to our own live session here at NinthSem. My name is Khushi Khanna, and I am the Media and PR Executive here at NinthSem. NinthSem, as we all know, is India's first and only leading skill-based learning digital platform that provides training and guidance to engineering students from the core and non-IT sectors. Well, today happens to be a great day and personally something that I have been actually looking forward to as a team member. Today's our very own Chalk Talk live session. So before I jump right into it and tell you all about it, hang in there. We all know that this has been a very challenging period for us all, working behind screens and the devastation that came with the second wave of COVID-19. We forgot to appreciate the efforts and, all the effort we were putting behind through the screens and behind the screens and, stopped socializing because, of course, social distancing was a thing. Hence, we planned a special session today to acknowledge all of the efforts of our own very team members and at the same time give you a little insight about the company, how it functions, and everything. Well, this might be one of the primary reasons why we really wanted to host this Chalk Talk live session, but another probably major reason for us holding it would be because this will again be a very important chance for us to interact with all of you and to socialize with our NinthSem family. So today, in this whole process, if I take you through it, we will be having our mentors followed by our own team members slash interns and who are going to share about their journey and will help us take the conversation forward. And as I had already mentioned, we would love to make this a very interactive session. Hence, if you have any questions, opinions, doubts, queries, we'd be happy to answer them and thrilled to do so and interact. Hence, please pin them down in the chat box below. Now, as I've already mentioned, this is not like any other live session which is very boring. This is our own fun Chalk Talk live session. So please hype it up and tag your friends, family, everyone can join in because I'm sure it's going to be informative but at the same time a lot of fun. So here I will be now adding two of our own mentors, which is Miss Sena and Mr. Surya. And yes, let's get right in.
Hi, Kushi. Am I audible to you?
Yes, you're audible. Good evening. It's lovely seeing
Good
you.
evening. It's lovely seeing you too. How are you and how have you been?
Good evening, sir.
Hello, Kusi. Hello, Janav.
Hello.
Before you start and doing all of it, I think it is very important for us to discuss to our mentors. So, Surya, communication officer, and so don't take the discussion for them to talk about yes. So,
Kushi, your voice is kind of breaking from me. Is it the same?
Correct.
yes, I think it's echoing. Should I just get? I think you can request the one not speaking to please mute. Let's just unmute and carry it forward like that. I think because there are so many members that have echo.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, great. So yes, sir. Let's start with it.
Yeah. Yeah, can you repeat the question, Kusi?
So why tell us about yourself, your journey, what is aim during this quarantine period and this
Yeah, so talking about this quarantine period and how life is going over last 1 year. Yeah, working remotely and keep in touch. Everything is going online, and yeah, life is quite of digital nowadays. Everything is available digital, and even if working also digital. So yeah, life is going good, and we need to cope up with all the regulation and all the things of COVID guidelines. So yeah, so that's the life.
I completely relate to this. As a student, not being able to go to college remotely has been one of the worst experiences. So, but we're going on with it. Ma'am, why don't you tell us a little about yourself? What's keeping you sane during that?
Yeah, before answering the question, I don't know why is it echoing so much. It's not audible properly, so I'm not able to understand what yeah, so your question was what is keeping me sane for during the pandemic. So basically, I think we all have been suffering, and the only kind of hope we have is that we are all in this together. And basically, we just need to focus on things and divert our mind and not think about things which are bothering us.
Ma'am, why don't you hang out? If you have kept your phone on a surface or something, pick it up because echoes, so you can try that out. And the rest of us, mute ourselves whenever one of us speak.
Yeah. I think now it's not echoing. My voice.
So have you yourself?
You want me to mute, right?
Yes, sir. Just to improve the quality of the voice, we'll just mute when the other person's speaking, so there is no glitch.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, Jana, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yeah, so I was just saying that basically we all need to focus and just keep our mind sane by things which we like to do. I think this is also a very good time for us to focus on ourselves and do a little bit of self-care and do things which we like to do since we have so much of time. Yeah, that's all from my side. What about you? What's keeping you sane?
So, we need to find hope when all of this is. You have to maintain. Plus, with the devastation, horrific, but again, is all about interacting and so let's go a random what the mentor of got discussing what would be how tough was it to manage the workload because just say I past us and that but with to come to on everything and everything doing the work in the workload how would you delegate work was it tough how is that so why don't you
Jana, did you get it?
Yes. She asked us about how do we help our interns and about mentoring. Is my voice also echoing a lot?
No, your voice is not echoing. Kushi's voice is echoing.
Kushi, have you joined through PC or laptop or something?
I'm joining through my phone.
Through your phone or your laptop?
So right now it's not. No, it is.
It is. Have you joined through your laptop?
No, my phone.
Can I try
Maybe
just
you can try using earphones or something because you are not properly audible. You're not understanding it.
Of course. But yeah, myself still talk about behind the scene and dedicated.
We talk almost every day in meetings. It usually does not so fast glitches. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I'll try using.
Hi. Is it better? Okay, it's still echoing.
No, it's not echoing. It's perfect
It's
right
not? Is it all right?
now. Yeah.
Okay, great. Fine. We found out a solution just like we're finding out solutions during this tough time. So, okay, great. Yes, coming back to my question, the workload and everything behind the screen. And, it's been crazy delegating work also. So, what are few challenges you have faced personally?
This question is to me or to Zana?
No, sir, to you.
Okay. Oh, so challenges, obviously, like as we are working remotely, so micromanaging the work is obviously a challenge. So, and this point of time, actually, you need to be sincere and as we don't have that much direct control upon others, so monitoring the work is also a challenge. But yeah, like at NinthSem, I think that is not a major challenge. We tackled it so well, and yeah, so that's right.
Wow, of course, I understand. When you're in an office, you can still understand what is doing, who is doing what. But when it's online, we still don't know. But yes, we can always assure that we have the best employees and the members and are working towards the mission. So, ma'am, why don't you tell us? So, if I tell you to explain or talk about NinthSem and, in a brief, what would you say? How would you tell audience what NinthSem is?
Okay, so when talking about NinthSem, I feel NinthSem is completely a different platform. Okay, so there's nothing similar to NinthSem, or there's nothing like NinthSem, as we all know that it is India's first digital learning platform which is providing education to the core engineering students. So this is what sets them apart. But apart from that, the strategies which we have used, to build NinthSem or to run this company, that is providing education from mentors or people who are from different industries, and this has a different approach and a very unique approach as compared to the other platforms. So I think that stands apart from everything. And apart from that, over here we always believe in quality. So it's like for us, whatever is best for our students, and not just students, whoever enroll with us, it's also the employees. So the work culture over here is also similar to that. Is my voice still echoing? Or is my voice still echoing or is fine?
For me, it is personally echoing, but it's a little more clearer than before.
Okay,
So,
great.
yes.
I have no issues.
Yes.
I have no issues. Yeah.
Anyways, I completely agree. Being working here at NinthSem, I've realized the same. I don't think there is any other platform that is providing such depth and depth knowledge about a core field of engineering. Usually, it's pretty general. So, well, that's that. So, coming back to you, like Chief Communication Officer, that's a big title to carry, and I'm sure you would have had so much of experience and some ethics, some principles that you would have followed out throughout your life. So, what is that one golden rule or principle that you have followed throughout your career to be successful and work your best?
First of all, I just want to clarify: is my voice clearly audible or it's echoing?
Yes, sir. Your voice is clearly audible.
It's not echoing, right?
No, sir. Your voice is not echoing.
Okay. Yeah. So coming to the golden rule, definitely, if you are working in an organization, be it any form, then you should follow some golden rule that makes you stay motivated in working. So the golden rule, the personal golden rule for myself is working in a team and to deliver the best output result. Talking about the other thing that I believe in, like in terms of producing the efficiency, we want to do those things at NinthSem. We want to do the things smartly. So we believe in delivering the things very smartly, very like it's an engineering team, right? So you have the smart engineers with you in a team. So we always find the smart ways to just complete the work. And yeah, the golden rule is to produce the work in a qualitative manner. And definitely, we always stick to the deadline. And apart from that, we have a major golden rule is, like our teamwork should be in such a way that it is producing the best output result. So this simple golden rule I have.
Right. That was very insightful. Ma'am, what about you? What has been that one your principle or one rule that you followed throughout your life and would share with us?
I believe that I enjoy working whenever I'm given my space to be creative, when I have my own things to cope up, when I have my own ways to cope up with, and wherever I would want to work or where I work currently also, I always had this, I should have been given that space, to explore my creativity. And I think Nancy has provided me with that. Okay, like being into the social media team as well. I have always been given a chance to, have my own space and to be creative and to come up with my own things. I was not told, you have to do this or you have to do that. I think when the employees have so much of freedom or some space to think to themselves and to think for the company, I think that's kind of helps. So this is like the golden rule which has helped me to become creative and to, come up with good ideations into the company and good strategy.
Exactly, ma'am. As being a media and PR manager, it's all about how you have to set yourself, your strategies and present your brand in a way that is very different from others. With that, creativity is key. So, yes. Well, moving again forward. So, sir, why don't you tell us that, you would have worked in a lot of, 1 second. Ma'am, could you just unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now it's not. Okay. So yes, coming back to sir. You would have obviously have so much of experience as a professional and everything. How is NinthSem working in NinthSem different? What makes you admired and fascinated about staying here? And what do you love the most here at NinthSem? That you give it your all, you work so hard.
So first of all, the work culture at NinthSem is, you will be working in that domain which your skill sets are more perfectly aligned to. Suppose you are very good at media and PR, then definitely you'll be working on that. And our NinthSem team will provide you all the support so that you can upskill yourself in that field. We have the knowledge development program and skill development program. Suppose you are very good at that thing, then not by having the good that will work. How you can be best at that field. Suppose I am good at communication and I am good at business development. Then how I can manage my team in the best possible way. So we believe in upskilling ourselves regularly. It's not like that I am sitting at the top positions. I don't need any skill to upskill myself to move to the bit more efficient. So that's the thing that is purely that is the most the motto of NinthSem team, and be it the CEO, be it the top manager, be it the intern, everything we provide the upskilling facility. So regular training and development program are there. So that is the most beautiful thing I learn, like I love about NinthSem.
Great, that's lovely. Of course, knowledge doesn't have an end. We are always at any stage of life are learning. Ma'am, what about you? What are your thoughts at this same? What is one thing that you actually love here at NinthSem and that keeps you so focused and you give
I
it your
think
best?
I think teamwork, because I know my team is there for me whenever I need them. So it's like even if I call them like at late at night, I am stuck somewhere, or I am not figuring out something. Someone from the team will be there for me. Or sometimes everybody will be there, just get into a meeting and discuss it and sort it out. So I think that is very much required, because at times what happens is this hierarchy gets in between the work culture. That I am the CEO, I'm the co-founder. Why should I put in so much of efforts, like talking to people who are like some like just interns, or people who are just. But then at NinthSem, you see, you talk about our co-founders, you could talk about the CEO. You can just call them anytime, just ping them. Okay, they'll be there for you. They'll discuss the things with you, and especially your mentors. You can talk to them about anything and everything. So that does not really, becomes an hindrance. So I think that is very much required at any workplace, because only when you know that people are there for you to help you out, you'll grow eventually. So yeah, so teamwork has been like the best. So I feel like the team which I have in NinthSem, my colleagues and everybody, so like wonderful, and I am really blessed to be a part of NinthSem because of that.
Great. I completely agree. Being a team member myself, trying to work here and, just gain experience and all about it. I was welcomed in the best possible ways. I have mentors who I could reach out to, or whenever I'm, confused and everything, whether it be at any point of time. There was never a hierarchy, as you've mentioned, there is some senior, you have to be, of course, we are very respectful towards each other, but then there is always this thing that there is a certain kind of equality and a culture where we appreciate each other's presence and the work contribution that we do. So yes,
Totally.
What about anything else, ma'am, that you would want to share with us, and you would want to probably talk about your routine during quarantine, and how NinthSem is not one that gives you so much pressure. So why don't you talk about that, like how the working environment has been for you?
So the work environment at NinthSem is very flexible. May it be for us employees or may it be for the interns as well. And you might know that very well. It's quite flexible. And you don't have such last minute deadlines to meet. Yeah, at times whenever it's required, you have to, because that's how every corporate functions, right? So over here, the only thing is that you do not have to, go through it alone. Even if you have some difficulties, as I told you, teamwork, discipline is also there. And the thing is, we care about our people, okay? And we want each and every person to have that wonderful kind of experience when they get associated with NinthSem.
Right.
So I think these are all the few key points which makes us stand out, or which makes us different. And as I already mentioned, there's a lot of space for you to be creative, and there are a lot of strategies which you can put in on your own, and you will get help, assistance, and as Surya also mentioned about getting the knowledge transfer. So we try to develop that person. So whenever we hire you, as you might be knowing, we try to mold you into what we expect you to be at NinthSem. And and the same, then you have to deliver the same thing towards it. So I think that's what makes all the interns over here special for us, because when you all get associated to us, or you all are part of us, you all totally are along with us. We won't leave you at any point of time कि नहीं ये क्या intern है छोड़ दो मतलब थोड़े दिन बाद we'll leave, something like that. So yeah, that is the thing.
Well, of course, again, no personal journeys, but it's been, as much time as I've spent here, it's always, so there's a lot of flexibility in the work, but we all know our work and we know the deadlines. We respect each other's times. So whenever the work comes, we're all working together.
Also mentioning I am your mentor.
Yeah. So yes, I have spent a lot of time texting ma'am. I remember at like 11 o'clock and telling her that ma'am, I need help, and this is that. But yes, she's always been there. She's always been there to reply and talk to me, and even the others. So thank you so much for that. Now, as we
You're
say,
most
boss chale gaye, and अब interns को enter करते हैं because well, employees का time है मस्ती शुरू. So yeah, of course. So now we'll be adding our other team members slash interns. So they have been interns with NinthSem, and let's see how their experience has been. So yes,
Yeah, so before we proceed, we'll just because Surya left without saying anything. So
yeah,
basically, he had some work and there were a lot of network issues and glitches. So that's the reason he left. And it was really very kind of him to join us today in spite of his busy schedule. So yeah, I just wanted to mention
yes.
that.
Of course, we are grateful for the fact that he was a part of it and could give his own bits and pieces of insights. So well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, sir, and we hope to be interacting soon again. So yes, now let's introduce all of you to Ria and Shripriya. I'll just add them.
Hi, Ria.
Hello, Ria. Good evening. How are you doing?
Hi, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you're very
yes, you
much
are. Very good.
audible.
Hi, so this is Riyade. I have just completed my internship with NinthSem and I was in web development team. And it was my 1 month internship just, but it was full of fun. And also I'd like to mention this was my first ever internship, like kind of, in a official way or a regular way. It was my first internship and I'm in my second year right now. And yeah, it was really fun working with the India's first core industry engineering learning platform, right? So it was really great working with NinthSem. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Ria, for that cute little sweet introduction. We're glad to have you on board. So, as we all know, Ria was a web development intern here at NinthSem. So, guys, just a side note, she does a lot of programming. So, whatever questions you have, drop them down in the chat box. Yes. And now, again, we have another face. So, let me give an introduction to that. She is Shripriya, and she was our sales associative who managed the sales team. So why don't you tell us about yourself and introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Kodusara Sripriya. I am 18 years old, currently pursuing my BTech in IT from Loner University. I started at NinthSem in last April as a campus ambassador, but later, after a month, I was promoted to sales executive. And it was really enjoyable, led, informative ride for me in here in NinthSem because I could learn a lot through this journey. And I wish that I could just continue this journey a little longer. That's all about it.
I'm glad your journey was great, and Ria, you earlier mentioned that this was your first internship. Trust me, you've been very lucky with the perks that we were all getting as interns. So yes, I hope it was a wonderful journey. So come, let's tell any one of you, Ria, Sripriya, tell us about your journey, probably how the company culture was like. So yes, come, of course, Ria, you start.
Yeah, so basically this was my first internship, so I was really nervous about it, how to work with a company or how they'll be strict or not, they'll be audit me or not. I was really nervous about it. But I joined them. My first call on 12th May, I remember, on 6:30 p.m. So I was asked to join the
Oh
meeting
my God,
and
she knows
there
the
was
date and the
Date and
timing.
time, wow.
and Soumya sir was there and he introduced me with the team and himself with Ambika sir. So from then I got to know they are more than friendly and I could talk about anything and my problems working with them or any problem regarding the assignment or anything. Like they are really friendly and what to say, from then I started working with it. Then the flexible time hours is really good for me as I'm in second year and I had my internals during this internship going on, so it was hard for me to work and doing my studies and attending exams. But I told them about my problem. I I worked with them. I worked simultaneously, and there was no such issues from sir's side that I have to work or I have to work if even if I'm not in mood. Like the designing team should be in mood to work on the designs. Like we can't do whenever like we are given a time and we have to work on this and we can't think of any design and we have to work in this can't be done. So being in a web development designing intern, we were really given a flexible hours and flexible time. Whenever we are in mood to work, we will be working. So that's what we did. And yeah, I had a good team also. They were really friendly and servers also friendly. So I never faced any issue to solve any of my assignments and I was able to submit those in deadline. So it was really fun and good, smooth working with NinthSem as an intern.
I'm glad and thrilled to hear that it was a great journey for you. And like relating with you, I'm also in second year college, and to manage and balance out your internships with your studies gets a lot. But then an internship like this that can provide you with flexible hours and then can still help you experience the develop the skill set that is needed for the industry. That's really, really nice. So I'm glad you had a great one. Coming to you, Shripriya. So tell us, how has your journey been? And probably sometimes there's a lot of workload. Have you ever felt the pressure that there's too much workload and you're not able to cope up, mentors not understanding the issue? Again, I don't think that would have been a problem, but how has your experience been?
Well, no, there was no perfectly thing like a workload or something. I was
Yeah.
totally free to handle the work according to my own time, on flexible hours. Whenever I wanted to talk to the people I want, I could do that. Like not late night, but still I could just call them. Like it was really like to be honest, the bar of the quality of working somewhere really raised because of NinthSem. This was also my first internship here, and it was really an amazing experience. And I don't think that I could get a friendly environment like I had in NinthSem in any other company or startup where I could just do things according to my own way. And even if I had doubts or if I was stuck somewhere, I had to clear something, I could just reach out to like literally anyone. They could just help me at any time, and they would just make sure that they reply or they call me back at like in a blink of an eye as soon as they could. So it's really was an like really amazing thing. And you know what, the time when I was promoted, there was such a immense happiness. Like this was my first internship, and being promoted in it was something that I was not expecting to be true. But it happened, and it gave me much responsibilities. I could learn a lot of things. I could enhance my communication skills, and I could lead a team. It was really an amazing experience in ninth. Yeah, I could say that.
It makes us so happy, listening that you've had such a positive feedback, and it's been a great experience for you and everything.
And it's
So
moreover very overwhelming for us because this was your first internship and you all enjoyed it. So basically, it sets your foot for the upcoming internships and in whatever field you all have chosen. So you all might have got a little bit of training here and there and a gist about how it works and how is work functioning, because that's the whole motto of doing an internship, because you get to know about the working environment. So I'm glad that you both have had an impeccable journey, and as Shripriya said, she wanted to continue. So maybe if we have more interns applications, maybe we can consider you and get you back again.
definitely no, but first firsts are always special. But so first internship, and getting this kind of experience, I'm sure would have been a special one.
So
So
Khushi, is this
yeah.
your first internship as well, or you have done an internship?
So, ma'am, I have done an internship before. Well, but this is my first PR internship, and I always wanted to do PR, but I was probably doing marketing or something. So this was my first PR internship, and so far I'm enjoying it. You can see the smile on my face. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah. So yes, coming back, both of you said that you got promoted, and you were the campus ambassadors. Ria mentioned. So how did you hear about NinthSem, and what made you join the company at first, if I have to ask you? Ria, why don't you start?
Yeah, so it was Internshala from where I applied to NinthSem. I just applied to it and I got a response by the evening maybe. And the next day sir called me for the interview and Shomya sir and Ambika sir was there. Just it was a friendly, smooth interview, just talking about my basic skills or have I done any kind of internships before or what all I know. Even I said them that I haven't done any or I just know very basics about web development. So that wasn't even a problem, and they chose me, and I'm happy to say that I have been successfully completed my internship, and they didn't have a complaint, I guess, from me.
No, I'm sure they wouldn't have had. What about you, Shripriya? How did you hear about 9SEM? What made you join the company?
Well, to be honest, I started looking for an internship just for my academic sake. I wanted a certificate. But then I went through internsala and I applied a lot of internship. But and I received a lot of calls. But 9SEM, I remember my HR was Soumya ma'am. Yeah,
Yes,
she was.
yes, I know.
So she told me she was really very good. Like I was really nervous, but still I went through it. And the next day I got a call from her that I was selected and all, and I was happy all again. So then I started as a campus ambassador on 22nd of April, and then it went on. I was given some task, I did it, and it was going on good until, and it was that the to be honest, like the efforts that I put in, they took that into consideration and gave me a promotion rather than the results, because I couldn't get a lot of people. I couldn't. I am like I couldn't ask a lot of people to join the workshop, etc. But they considered my efforts, and I'm really glad that they did that, because that is what need to be counted when someone is working. And I was like, and all my hard work gave me a good sweet fruit, and it was really happy all along. So yeah, I got to know about it through internshala. Then after applying for the job, I actually went through Google and Googled all the things about 9SIM. And to be honest, what I believe is that there is no adorable or no good work than providing quality education to students. So this was the
Definitely.
right place to work on. I believe it. Yeah.
And
So it was really.
exactly. And as us students, we understand the value of that quality education and that skill set to bridge the gap between, just theory and practical and actually working in an industry. So I'm glad the mission of the company is being successful and we're imparting knowledge to so many of us. Okay, so side note, do you think you would recommend this internship to other friends of yours and, to people around? What do you think?
Yeah, because you know what? I basically, when I started with 9SIM, I was a lot nervous. I was like, oh my God, I am going to have a lot of work, a lot of pressure. How am I going to manage this and that? But once I started working, I actually know how good it was. And then I started to talk about it with my friends who were still in search of an internship, and they were like really jealous, like, oh, how could you work in this place?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I'm so happy and lucky to be here, because they were literally searching for more and more, and I already got it. And then I told them that you can go for 9SIM. It is a really good place. And they also applied, but I don't know where they reached. I never asked them for it. But still, I really to my classmates back then, and I would still to my juniors who are like to my juniors, I would just suggest them that 9SIM is a good place to work on. If you get a chance, that you have to work here, because the environment is so friendly and we could flexible working hours. It is all according to our own timings and all. So I would really recommend it to whoever is asking me for an internship. The first thing that I'll say them is 9SIM is a good place. Just go there. You can just do
And
that.
then we will all be bombarded with interns, and then we have to sit and take interviews individually.
I swear.
Maybe that is possible.
Yes.
No, I'd
So,
like to say, like
yeah.
Sri Priya said, like when I started working with 9SIM, I updated in on my LinkedIn. So I'm active member in LinkedIn. So I updated it, and from the next day, the response I started getting from other members or other vertical connections. So they were like asking me from where you got this, how did you get this, could you please refer my CV to the HR or the recruiter or whoever you are working with. So it is really nice and has a good hype, I would say that. uh, being the intern, people are asking me how did you get in and could you please just pass my CV to them. So yeah, it is really Nansen has a good hype.
Right, the value is real. We realize it. So yes, ma'am. Coming back to you,
I
ma'am.
have I have a
Yeah.
question for you both interns. Okay, so we have spoken about how much you enjoyed over here and what are what did you gain from this internship. So I'm pretty sure every place you work or everything you do, somehow, somewhere you face certain challenges. Okay, no matter even if everything is very seeming to be easy or something like that. So what are some challenges which you faced at 9SEM? Like some challenges, I can understand that there were flexible hours and you had the freedom and stuff, but then there should be something like some challenges. So you can just describe that too.
Anyone,
Now they're
come on.
figuring out the challenges.
Yeah.
when it comes to challenges because I haven't faced many. But still, talking about it, after being promoted, there was a sudden change in responsibilities. Like rather than just putting the posters here and there, I had to talk to various kind of people, and I had to make up a team myself, taking interviews of the people who applied for it. So it was a little bit difficult challenge because I have never done it before, and I felt like this was a huge responsibility on my head. But it was never a burden. I really enjoyed it, and it taught me a lot. I gained experience. It was really good. Like I could talk to a lot of people, react to how they answer their questions and everything. And after I got my team, I had to distribute the work. So all this was a good thing, not challenging. Yeah, a little bit of challenging, but still I did it. It was a good thing. And that's all about it. There were no very like severe challenges that I had to tell about. That's the only thing that I felt is like kind of challenging. That's it.
Great. And Ria, do you have something to add on that?
I'm still looking for challenges. Like I really didn't have, but yeah, this is the first internship being web development designing.
Yeah.
So I was facing some kind of, I was confused about some designs, like which one to put or what will they prefer, this seniors or other team members. So there was nothing like to be worried about. I just shared all my designs with them, or even I have changed a few and they have asked me to change it. I have changed it. So less like that, sharing the designs with them and let them choosing it. So that was my only challenge. I didn't face any kind of.
Okay, I'm glad the challenge was only on the work aspect and not any other challenges that most of people face. So, ma'am, before ending this live session, do you have any tips or advice for us interns and for the future or even while working in the company? Anything that you would want to mention?
Khushi, you personally know what are the tips I give you. Although, although talking about the tips, if I had to tell you all something is, just be dedicated towards what you do. If you do anything with dedication and put your everything into it, then surely you will see results. And you might join the internship just for the college sake or, just to get a certificate. But then if you really enjoy doing it and if you see your growth while doing it, then I think you should put your all in, because over here this internships are meant to shape you. You cannot expect yourself to start working and to gain all the skills. So I think if you are given an opportunity to gain the maximum of it, okay, then you have to, just because you know certain things, don't restrict yourself. You can go beyond it and try and learn, as Surya mentioned, that we have knowledge transfer session, skill development session, right? So make the best use of it. There are a lot of people who are from that expertise field present at 9th, and ask them. Like I still ask my colleagues, like how do I do this, how do I do that. There's nothing in that, because I want to become a better version of myself. So basically, when you are doing an internship and when you start and when you leave, there should be a change in you. So that means that you have probably succeeded, or made the best use of the internship. If you just join it for the sake of joining and do your everyday work, and there's no change in your personality or in your skills, then there's no point of joining it, because you were the same person before and you're the same person now. So I think when you leave the internship or when you complete the tenure of your internship, it should shape you, and that meaning of that internship should make you a better person. So yeah, these are some of the tips I would share with you all.
Definitely. Thank you so much, ma'am. That was actually insightful. Shreya, another member in our comment section had asked you the same question. So I hope, Shreya, your question was answered well. And yes, of course, Zainab ma'am, if you start reading the comment section, they're filled with your praises. So I'm glad that I have got a mentor who can help me and develop me throughout. But with that, we now come to the end of our live session. I am so
Thank
grateful
you
to
so
one of
much, Kushi.
yes, so to the interns and ma'am, for joining in and being so supportive and participative, and even a bigger thank you to our own audience and 9sem family for all the support and for giving your time during these tough times and challenging times, and having the patience to hold with us, watch us, and interact with us. So thank you. I hope this was informative and fun at the same time. We hope to see all of us soon and have more chalk talk sessions for sure.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kushi, for hosting it really well and taking care of it and adding that bit of fun into it also. I am so glad to be a part of this live session and to be a part of you all at 9sem. It was wonderful, the live session as well as our work journey, and
Yeah.
yeah, hoping to have some wonderful memories more. So yeah, that's it from my side.
Definitely. And ma'am, again, she has another question. Are there any internships available right now? I think you'll have to DM ma'am for that, for sure.
um, Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't think there are some internships, okay, and you will get to know about it through our social media handles. So you can follow our social media handles and keep yourself updated.
Great. Yes. Well, social media connects all of us and is doing the same. You can obviously subscribe to all of our channels and see what is happening in the updates. So,
Exactly.
well, again,
Exactly.
I'll wrap this up now. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and be fine. All the best. Bye.
Bye.